De'Aaron Fox signing. Three major questions for the Spurs after securing the star guard with a max contract extension. In today's basketball landscape, talent is more valuable than ever, and De'Aaron Fox clearly belongs in that elite category. It's no shocker that he recently agreed to a 4-year, $229 million extension with the San Antonio Spurs. This deal ensures he stays with the team through 2030, when he will be 32 years old. And by then, his total career earnings are projected to hit an eye-popping $416 million. What makes this even more remarkable is that Fox has surpassed legends like Chris Paul, considered one of the greatest point guards in NBA history, in career earnings. Despite this, Fox's resume includes just one All-Star appearance and no deep playoff runs beyond the first round. As the saying goes, it's a fantastic era to be among the best in basketball. Let's explore the implications of Fox's contract by analyzing it from three different angles. 1. Is this an overpayment? On the surface, in isolation, perhaps. The deal is substantial, and some might see it as a paid premium for a player still developing into a top-tier star. However, the context within the Spurs' current roster situation and franchise timeline provides a different perspective. Moreover, from a league-wide standpoint, Fox's talent level justifies the investment. There's ongoing debate about whether Fox qualifies as a top 10 point guard in the NBA. While opinions vary, this discussion underscores the league's rich depth of talented players. By most assessments, there are no more than 5 or 6 point guards definitively placed above Fox in the hierarchy. Names like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Luka Doncic, Steph Curry, Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Halliburton, and possibly James Harden. Some debate Harden's position, especially considering his age difference. But last season, he made All-NBA, which secures his spot in the conversation. In this context, Fox ranks comfortably within a top group of players earning max contracts. These deals, generally based on a percentage of the salary cap, tend to cluster around similar values, making Fox's 4-year, high annual value deal somewhat unique yet justifiable. It's particularly notable because it's a shorter-term deal, which means his yearly salary will be higher compared to longer contracts. But it also means he will be a free agent again sooner, affording flexibility. 2. What does this mean for the Spurs' future salary cap? While Fox's contract is expensive, the overall impact on the Spurs' salary cap remains manageable. This is primarily because the team's cap sheet is relatively clean, with only Devin Vassell projected to earn more than $19 million this upcoming year. Even when Wembanyama's rookie extension kicks in around 2027 or 2028, the Spurs plan to remain below the luxury tax threshold. This setup provides a 2-year window for San Antonio to develop their core, namely Wembanyama, center Stephon Castle, and rookie Dylan Harper, positions that represent the team's future. The hope is that during this period, they'll transition from a lottery team to a playoff contending squad. If they manage to retain this group, by the time Harper's rookie extension is due, Fox's deal will be nearing its end, enabling the team to emulate the Oklahoma City Thunder's approach of building around 3 young max players who develop through shared success. 3. Will the Spurs eventually trade Fox? Most signs suggest that Fox will be traded at some point before the contract concludes, especially once he becomes an expiring deal and the team is ready to pursue their long-term plans. This could happen sooner than expected if the development of Harper or Castle indicates a different path for point guard duties. The key considerations include how well Harper and Castle progress. If one is emerging as the future centerpiece at point guard, San Antonio might look to move Fox earlier to maximize value, especially if there's demand for a seasoned veteran. But splurging on Fox's current salary makes a trade complicated from a salary matching perspective. possibly limiting auctions. Even if Fox stays through his entire contract, the team's projection suggests they can avoid the luxury tax until at least 2029. Still, the logical expectation is that one of Fox, Harper, or Castle will be traded within the next few years, probably around 2028, once the future core is firmly in place, and the Spurs are positioning themselves for a new chapter. The most compelling storyline in the coming years will be watching which of these players the Spurs prioritize beyond this bridge era, and how Fox's deal influences their overall strategy. Courtside chess, anyone? Will the Spurs double down on seasoned talent or pivot quickly to a rebuild? Drop your thoughts. Do you agree with the move, or do you think the timing and scale of this deal might backfire? Let's get the conversation going.